Hey everyone, it's Sal here. Welcome back to another perfume video. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to look at some perfumes in my collection that are very unique but also very likable and crowd pleasing. So get yourself comfy, grab a wee drink if you would like to, and let's get started with the video. Actually, very quickly before we start, I'm just going to let you know that my lipstick is Clinique number 12 Enamoured, just in case you're wondering. I do get asked that quite a lot, you guys. So anyway, I think I'm gonna start with this fragrance here. That is Poison Girl, the Eau de Parfum from Dior. Now, to me, this is a very unique fragrance, actually. It's very sweet, it's kind of powdery as well, it's quite balsamic. There's a very prominent vanilla accord going on in here. But the thing that gets me with this fragrance is it almost has like a contrast going on between the slightly tart, like citrusy, bitter orange nuance and also the creamy, like powdery sweet vanilla accord. So it's almost this like juxtaposition of notes, if you know what I mean, and it creates this overall very unique effect. Of course, combined with the balsamic quality that I mentioned, it almost creates this like sweet and sour kind of feeling, you guys. Yeah, it's like a sweet and sour contrast going on in this fragrance, which is very unique. I've never smelt that in any other perfume. It's only ever been with this fragrance that I have like discovered that. And of course, with that being said, this is an extremely like flirty, alluring, like magnetizing type of a fragrance. Very, very sweet, so it's likable from that point of view. Admittedly, for me personally, like it is the kind of fragrance that I will need to be more in the mood for. I would say I enjoyed it more like in the earlier days of owning it, so nowadays I have to be more in the mood to wear it. But like on the whole, when it comes to crowd pleasing fragrances, I would definitely say that this is up there with that type of a scent. It's nice and sweet. It's a nice level of powdery, it's got that vanillic quality in there, but it has your orange blossom as well, a bit of rose, I believe, tonka bean, I think, it's got bitter orange as well, and heliotrope perhaps. Like there's definitely a kind of powdery quality, like a thick, like cloudy kind of nature. And like I say, it's just stunning, you guys. It's a really beautiful one. I think it's extremely likable, but it is also very unique, and I've never smelled anything else quite like my Poison Girl. Armani Bleu Turquoise. I've been really talking about this one a lot on my channel, and for good reason as well. It's beautiful, you guys. To sum up, this transports me to a luxurious spa getaway. That's what this really smells like to me. It's very, very unique. I've never smelled anything else even remotely like this. It's very unique, but to me it's like a likable, crowd-pleasing type of a scent. It's very luxurious and elevated smelling to me. And I can't really see... For me personally, I think it's very, very likable, but obviously everyone's different and you might not agree and everything like that. But just like to my nose, this is a very easy to like fragrance. It's not really challenging me at all. It's just extremely pleasant and I can't get enough of it. It's just beautiful. But like I say, it's very unique. So I almost struggle to even try and like review this fragrance and like describe to you guys how it smells because it's just so unusual and I can't even quite put my finger on it. But like to sum up, basically it's kind of a woody vanillic type of a fragrance with a salty mineral quality in there. A sprinkling of like incense in the opening to give it a kind of accent, but actually as it dries down it becomes creamier and like more mellow with more emphasis on like the vanilla. I do believe there are florals in here like Lang Lang and maybe even jasmine, or I want to say tuberose because there's a creaminess in here. I don't think it's tuberose, I think it is actually jasmine, but there's a creaminess in here that's like reminding me of tuberose for some reason. But anyway, there are florals in here, but overall to me it's like the woody notes and the vanilla that shine the most. So overall it's beautiful, it's absolutely stunning and very, very unique as well. So that's Bleu Turquoise from Armani. Next we have Tenue de Soirée from Gutel, and this is a really nice fruity patchouli type of a scent to sum up basically, but it's more elevated than your average fruity patchouli scent, and this has something more unique about it. So if I had to say some other perfumes that this reminds me of, I would say YSL Mon Paris. I would also say Parisienne from YSL also, but this one is better, you guys. This is like those kind of fragrances, but brought to the next level. It's incredible. It's so put together, like polished, slightly aloof in nature. It's just so beautiful, and it definitely has that likable quality to it. So it's not challenging, it's not like strange or like in your face or anything like that. It's just like this elevated, sophisticated, put together, really beautiful kind of a fragrance. And the thing I like about this one actually, like something this has that those other perfumes don't have, as in the other fruity patchouli fragrances I mentioned, this one is more like authentic smelling to me from the point of view of the fruits. So this fragrance to me, it doesn't have that like overly done syrupy fruity nature to it. This one is less obviously sweet, and for that reason it kind of allows more of the base notes to shine, and it allows like the scent development more. Yeah, the fruitiness in here, it's not a sweet fruitiness. It's, in fact, I would say it's more of a maybe even slightly tart, but not in a sharp way. It's just like authentic smelling as opposed to this like really syrupy sweet kind of fruitiness. So, you know, for that reason I quite like it, just because it's not obviously sweet, it's not really in your face in that sugary sweet kind of way that a lot of like fruity patchouli fragrances kind of are, from what I've experienced. This one is more like classy, it's more elevated, like I say, so it's extremely like magnetizing. It's very, very alluring, very, very versatile as well actually. This could easily be a signature scent. It's very classy, you guys, it's beautiful, perfect for any kind of occasion. So it's one that I would recommend if you're looking for something pleasant and likable, but you kind of want to stand out still, you know. I would recommend this one, and that is Tenue de Soirée from Gutel. Next up we have the beautiful Mon Guerlain Intense from the House of Guerlain, of course. This one is beautiful. It really is the epitome of a pleasant fragrance that still has like a bit of oomph about it, you know? Like, this is not the kind of fragrance that is forgettable, in my opinion. It's a very standout fragrance without having to like shout and be kind of, you know, strange in nature. It's just, it stands out, and it's very likable at the same time. And to me, this is extremely like sophisticated, classy, and alluring as well. It has a very nice sensual quality in there. Overall, it's like a beautiful kind of aromatic, woody, vanilla kind of fragrance with your lavender notes in there as well. It's one of my like favorites in my collection, as you can probably tell from the amount that I've worn. It would definitely be a repurchase as well. It's very unique, it stands out, and it's extremely likable and alluring at the same time. And that's Mon Guerlain Intense from the House of Guerlain, and I will also say that the performance, like as a whole, is very good on this one as well. The next fragrance I have in my collection that's very, very unique, but it's still very alluring and like beautiful and crowd pleasing and everything like that, is Landry Trezor, just the original Eau de Parfum from Lancome. Now, this fragrance is absolutely stunning, you guys. It's very, very unique. It has that fruitiness in there, but for some reason, it doesn't annoy me. Like, fruity notes can annoy me, but in here it doesn't bug me at all because it's nicely blended. There's quite a few gourmand notes as well, with your heavy, like, patchouli, your coffee, I believe there's like a caramel note in here as well. It's just a very unique, alluring, gorgeous, seductive fragrance. It really is one I would wear like if you're looking to kind of stand out from the crowd, get noticed, you know, but still have like a nice crowd-pleasing type of a fragrance. I would definitely recommend this, particularly for like evenings or like date nights, anything like that. It's just absolutely stunning, and this one, to me, it has very good performance, but I have heard that that can vary. I've just heard like differing opinions on that, but like for me personally, this one lasts all day. It's a very strong fragrance from what I've experienced, and that is Nuit Trésor Eau de Parfum from Lancome. Then we have YSL Libra Intense, and this is a really prime example of a fragrance that is very unique, but it's also very likable. Now, I adore this fragrance, you guys. It's very cozy. Oh, I just pulled my hair by accident. So this fragrance is really cozy to me. It has that really gorgeous lavender kind of note in there with your orange blossom, with your orchid. I believe there's ambergris in here as well. It's just really beautiful. It has that nice balance of sweet with aromatic, woodiness as well, perhaps. It's just really, really stunning. It has kind of an edge to it from the lavender, but overall it's still a very like alluring and sensual fragrance, and that's YSL Libra Intense. Another nice, strong, like long-lasting perfume as well. Then, of course, we have another intense fragrance, that's Landry Intense from Givenchy. This is beautiful, you guys, and it's definitely very, very unique. I've never smelled anything else like this. It's a really beautiful, creamy tuberose vanilla scent, but with something different about it. From the sesame, from the black pepper, the bit of orange blossom in there as well adds like a nice sweetness. It is absolutely divine, you guys, and like I say, it's unlike anything else I've ever tried, but it's still, like, it's different and it's unique, but it's still very easy on the nose, it's easy to like, and it's very alluring, and that's Landry Intense from Givenchy. Next up today is another one from the Nuit Trésor line, and that's Nuit Trésor à la folie. So this is another one of those very easy to like fragrances that still has something quite unique about it. So to me this smells kind of like mulled wine and Christmas baking, but it is also quite powdery, so there is something reminiscent of like whimsical, old-fashioned makeup compact powders. I did receive a comment, you know, saying that from a colleague. That's the way she kind of described it. Overall, it's a really enchanting perfume, actually. Like, it's really beautiful, very alluring, but it's, I would say, like, between the two Nuit Trésors, this one is the softer one. It's more diffused, it's just more easygoing, you know. So if you were looking for more of like a day-to-day option from the Nuit Trésor line, I would probably recommend this one and then the original Nuit Trésor for like an evening out, but they're both beautiful, and this is certainly another stunning, unique and crowd-pleasing perfume. And last up today, but by no means least, well, I suppose it is least in some ways, I'll explain why in a wee minute, we have the beautiful Tom Ford Noir pour Femme. Now, this is a beautiful fragrance. Admittedly, it's not one that I've been wearing an awful lot recently. I do kind of want to work on that, like I do want to make more of an effort to actually wear this one. It's not really that kind of easy to wear, I wouldn't say, just because it has a very like elevated, maybe even slightly bossy feeling to it. I'm not quite sure, you guys. It's just not one that I've been wearing an awful lot recently, but I would still highly recommend it. I think it's a beautiful, unique, seductive, alluring fragrance. This one's really stunning overall, definitely a femme fatale fragrance that's very unique and also extremely likable. So that is Tom Ford's Noir pour Femme. So there we have it, you guys. Those are some perfumes in my collection that are very unique, but also very nice and easy to like, very alluring, attractive type of scents in my opinion. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments section below. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next one. Bye!